Bowling Green is an international city. 13.9% of its residents are born in another country, and a total of over 59 languages are spoken in our city's many vibrant neighborhoods. There are 21 global companies in Bowling Green, Warren County, and Bowling Green is home to Western Kentucky University, a leading American university with international reach, attracting students from all over the globe. It is vital that people that speak a language other than English are able to access essential city services. The purpose of this training is to explain why the city has adopted a language access policy, what that policy means, and how city employees should assist limited English proficient LEP individuals. In 2013, the City of Bowling Green accepted and adopted the city's Language Access Plan through Municipal Order 2013-53 and in compliance with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Public agencies and organizations like the City of Bowling Green are obligated to provide competent language assistance to limited English proficient individuals. Presidential executive orders also mandate that LEP individuals receive access to government services. The International Communities Liaison, my office, in the Department of Neighborhood and Community Services, develops and oversees the implementation of the Language Access Plan, which explains how every department will serve LEP individuals. This plan is available on the city's intranet website, The Click, under the Language Access section. First of all, let's define who is a limited English proficient LEP individual. LEP refers to individuals who do not speak English as their primary language and who have a limited ability to read, speak, write, or understand English can be limited English proficient or LEP. These individuals may be entitled language assistance with respect to a particular type of service, benefit, or encounter. With over 59 different languages, it is likely that as a city employee, you will encounter LEP individuals as part of your job. City employees in public contact positions should pay particularly close attention to the resources and tools available when encountering LEP individuals. City employees should provide language access to facilitate communication. Identifying the LEP's individual's preferred language is the first step in providing language access. Language identification brochures and I Speak cards enable LEP individuals to ask for an interpreter. They help employees immediately identify the need for an interpreter and the language spoken by an LEP can be obtained at the Office of the International Communities Liaison or on the city's website through the Language Access Portal, available at over-the-phone interpreter services. The city contracts with Paragon Language Services to provide interpreters at no cost to LEP patrons seeking city services. Employees can access this 086156. You will be connected to a live operator. The City of Bowling Green has its own access code. You will need to provide this code to access this service. The city's code is 2459, which are the numeric digits for BGKY. Please remember that this access code is for employee use only and should not be shared with the public to access the service. Keep the access code in a secure location, only available to you. Once you have given the access code, the operator will proceed to ask a series of questions such as your name, phone number, employee ID, department number. This information is necessary to monitor how the service is identifying the language. The customer service representative will assist in identifying the preferred language of the LEP individual. Finally, You will be connected to a live interpreter within seconds, depending on the language requested. Some uncommon languages may require greater waiting times. For employees in public safety positions such as fire and police, the same service is available through police dispatch and can be accessed quicker in emergency situations. If the LEP patron speaks Spanish, you should contact me, the International Communities Liaison, Leda Becker, to assist with interpretation. I can offer interpretation over the telephone or in person if needed. You can reach me at 270-393-3766 or at 270-935-8960. If I am not available, you should default to the language line to be connected with a Spanish interpreter. Now that we have a basic understanding of these procedures, let's look at some scenarios that show you how you can assist non-English speakers. You will see the wrong way, followed by the right way to help LEP individuals. These scenarios will also give you a better idea of how important it is to provide reliable and timely access to important public information.
Hi, can I help you? Do you speak English? Mo, it's Tabitha. Can you come up front? I'm having trouble helping this lady. So yeah, any help would be appreciated. Okay, thank you. Bye. Just 1 minute.
Hello, ladies. What can I help you with?
I cannot understand her. Can you please see if you can understand her?
Hi, what can we do for you? What is that? Is that Japanese?
I have no
What
idea.
am I supposed to do with that?
I don't know. I don't understand her. I thought maybe.
What is your name? Was that her name?
I don't know. Let's see if she can write it down.
Can you write down your name and phone number?
If you write your information down, we'll see about getting you some help. You have to write it down. You have to write it down.
I don't know what to
I
tell
don't
you.
know, yeah. No. Hi, welcome to Neighborhood and Community Services.
Hola, buenos días, mi nombre es Lupita.
Okay, let me see if I can get some help. I have a language identification brochure. Can you point to the language that you speak?
Español.
Perfect, okay. Let me see if Leda is available to help us interpret. Leda, I have a lady who I needed some help with interpreting. Can you come and assist me, please? Okay, great, thank you. Just 1 second.
Hey Tabitha.
Hey Leda, I'm needing some assistance. She speaks Spanish and I needed some help.
Sure,
Interpreting.
I'll be glad to interpret.
Perfect.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Leida y yo seré su intérprete. I'm going to stand over here so I can assist with interpretation, but you can
Okay.
proceed with the conversation.
Okay. Welcome to Neighborhood and Community Services.
Buenos días, bienvenida a Servicios al Vecindario y la Comunidad.
Hola, mi nombre es Lupita y mi esposo y yo estamos pensando en construir una casa nueva y necesito información acerca de la división de construcción para obtener los permisos necesarios.
Hi, my name is Lupita, and my husband
As you come up the stairs, and they can help you with all the permits.
Sí, bueno, la división de construcción está ubicada en este edificio en la planta de arriba. Sí, puedes subir las escaleras y es la primera ventanilla a la izquierda. Ellos le pueden asistir con todos los permisos necesarios para hacer su construcción.
Muchas gracias. ¿Y usted cree que Leida podría acompañarme para ayudarme con la interpretación?
Thank you very much. Do you think that Leida can accompany me to assist with interpretation?
Absolutely. Leda would be available to do that for you.
Absolutamente. Leida está disponible para ayudarle con la interpretación. Por este lado.
Gracias.
Thank you.
This is an example of the right way to help someone who does not speak English. In this skit, Tabitha was effective in bridging the communication gap that she encountered while working with an LEP individual. She was courteous to Lupita, knowledgeable of the many interpretation tools available, and was able to successfully help Lupita. Language access measures can be utilized by city employees in any setting, not just the office. Let's take a look at another example. In this scenario, the city's code enforcement inspector has encountered a code violation while roaming through the neighborhood. He has previously identified that the property owner is LEP and has enlisted an interpreter for assistance during the inspection.
Good morning. My name is Brad. I'm an officer with the Code Enforcement Division in the city of Bowling Green. This is Leda. She'll be acting as an interpreter for us.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Brad y yo soy un inspector con la División de Enforzamiento de Códigos de la Municipalidad de Bowling Green y ella es Leida y servirá como nuestro intérprete.
Buenos días a los dos.
Good morning to both of you.
The reason that we're here is that there's a law or ordinance in the city of Bowling Green that says you can't have grass that's taller than 10 inches. I was driving through the neighborhood and saw that your property was in violation, and that's why we had sent you a notice.
La razón por la cual estamos aquí es porque hay una ley o ordenanza local que prohíbe que el césped sea de más de 10 pulgadas de altura. Estaba manejando por el vecindario y me di cuenta que su propiedad está en violación y por eso le mandé una notificación.
Oh, mil disculpas, no lo sabía. Ahora mismo lo cortaré.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. I will mow it right away.
I'll give you 7 days to mow it, and I'll come back after 7 days to reinspect.
Le voy a dar 7 días para que usted pueda cortar el césped y voy a regresar en reinspeccionar.
Ok, muchas gracias, señor inspector.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Inspector.
No problem. If you have any questions, here's my card. I always have access to a Spanish interpreter over the phone, so don't worry about any language barrier if you need to call me. Also, this is an I Speak card, which will provide you access to any city department and an interpreter if you were to need one.
No hay ningún problema, esta es mi tarjeta y no se preocupe la barrera lingüística, que siempre tengo acceso a un intérprete en español por vía telefónica. Y esta es una tarjeta llamada I Speak Card. La puede mostrar en cualquier departamento municipal para obtener un intérprete cuando necesite ayuda.
Do you have any questions for me?
¿Tiene usted alguna pregunta para mí?
No, entendí todo.
No, I understood everything.
Thank you.
Pues gracias.
Both Tabitha and Brad demonstrated important things that you, as a city employee, should always remember when helping LEP individuals. Here are 9 guidelines that Tabitha and Brad followed that you should remember. Use trained bilingual interpreters. Not everyone who is bilingual has the capacity to interpret. Interpretation is a skill set on its own. Per city policy, do not use family members, friends, or children to assist in interpretation. Not only is it against city policy, it is unethical, and it can lead to information being omitted or changed. You can't guarantee the accuracy of the message, and it can lead to legal repercussions for the city under Title VI. Identify the appropriate language. There may be several languages or dialects spoken in the patron's country of origin. Introduce yourself to the constituent and the interpreter. Begin the conversation by clearly stating your name and your department or division. Address the LEP constituent directly. Remember to speak in first person. Face the constituent and address him or her directly. Speak slowly and clearly using short sentences. Pause frequently to allow the interpreter to work. Asking the interpreter to remember long sentences can lead to omissions. Use simple language. Avoid using slang, jargon, and metaphors. Communicate with the LEP individual at the language level he or she can understand. Practice patience. Everyone wants to be treated with dignity and respect. Your patience and warmth will help your constituent communicate more openly and honestly about his or her needs. Be aware of differences. Some concepts, systems, processes, and the structure of city government that we are accustomed to in the United States may not exist in other countries. It may take more time to convey these concepts in another language. Allow time for questions. Always allow LEP individuals to seek clarification if they do not understand something. Confirm with them to be sure they have understood what you have explained. The interpreter will be happy to facilitate this check. In addition to this information, please know that language identification notices should be clearly posted at all city building entrances. This poster or guide assists literate individuals who are not proficient in English to identify a preferred language. If your division or department needs access to an interpreter in any language, the International Communities Liaison will procure an interpreter for you. Please give at least 3 days notice if possible if a face-to-face interpreter is required. If translation of documents is required, the International Communities Liaison can translate all Spanish documents in-house and procure for the translation of vital documents in other languages if needed. Remember that translation is concerned with a word-for-word translation of written text, while interpretation, the kind of language support discussed in this video, is performed orally and in real time. Departments should work with the International Communities Liaison to prioritize the translation of essential public information. Any information or resources which have been deemed vital for purposes of public safety, public health, and public welfare. Although English may not be the first language of an LEP individual, he or she is still entitled to meaningful access to essential public information. The city has also created an Employee Language Access Task Force, and a representative from each department has been appointed as your point of contact for language access information and resources. Please contact your supervisor, department head, or the International Communities Liaison to obtain information on who the representative is that serves this role in your department. Finally, if you encounter any issues accessing these or other language resources and/or interacting effectively with LEP individuals seeking city services, please contact my office at Neighborhood and Community Services, 707 East Main Avenue, 270-393-3766, or email at leda.becker@bgky.org. As public servants, it is our duty to help bridge the linguistic gap that LEP individuals may encounter. By using the resources in this video, we can ensure that we meet the needs of people from all over the world who call Bowling Green home.